Hi, this is my friend Sebastian. Hi, Sebastian.
Hi.
Sebastian, do you have a good memory?
Yeah, once I went to a restaurant with my family on my birthday. I remember exactly what happened that night and what order for that occasion.
Can you tell me what was your order that night?
It was spaghetti and a glass of chicha morada.
Oh, and how tasty?
Tastes really good, actually.
Sounds really good.
Yes.
And did you tell me that that night happened something?
Yes, actually, the waitress dropped my birthday cake, and it was really funny for me, but it was really embarrassing for her.
Oh, that's surprising
Yeah,
and very sad.
yeah, okay, well,
Thanks, man.
okay, no problem.
Hi, Luis. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hi. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Tell me, Luis, do you have a good memory?
Well, I think yes. Why the question?
Can you demonstrate it?
Well, I can prove it. Do you remember the moment when we met us?
No, I don't remember exactly.
Well, I remember when I was, I don't know exactly, 12 years old. I was 12 years old and I was on a kind of a tournament about singing and playing some instruments. And I remember that I was participating in singing Californication. And I remember I didn't sound like a good singer, but I remember that we met because my type of singing was terrible, but I remember that because of that I could talk with you and another mates on that time, and I remember that it was like a funny moment, not all to me, but I remember that I could met you and some other friends that we have.
Oh, and how did you feel about it?
Oh well, I remember that I was so cringe and I was like kind of embarrassed, but I think it was worth it because we met.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
I am with my other friend, Joel. Hi, Joel. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
Joel, did you tell me that you know Teacher Osmar, right?
Yeah, I was his student in Advanced 7A and 9. Hi, teacher. I don't know if you remember me, but I think.
Okay, Joel, do you have a good memory?
Well, I think yes.
Can you give me a demonstration?
Well, I want to tell you that I work at KFC, and when you work there, you have to memorize many things that it's that you have to do that. I mean,
What do you mean by you need to put some things?
well, when you work there, you have to cook a twister, and you need some ingredients. I mean, the salad, the tomato,
In order.
the tortilla. Everything that you have to prepare, it has an order. I mean, first you have to put the tortilla, then the salad, after that the tomato, and finally a little piece of chicken that it's called a strip. And that's why. And with that, you can prepare the twister.
Pause! And tell me, have you ever taken an order that you couldn't remember?
Yeah, one time I had a special order that it was a twister, but it has to be with no salad and tomato, and I forgot to put a tomato.
What
And
happened?
yeah, my boss talked to me, and I apologize about it because it wasn't my intention. I mean, yeah, but it usually happens when you work there.
Yeah, I think so. Thanks.
Thanks, bro.
Well, now I'm talking about the careers that you need to have a good memory, the possible salaries, and what you need to. The first career or job that you need to have a good memory is if you want to be a teacher. So for this, you need to study education. To be a teacher, you need to memorize a lot of information about the topic that you will teach your students, and also you need to remember that information if you have more classes to teach. Maybe you will get stressed and you will feel like inundated with information because you need to remind that information for your classes in the future. And consider what will happen if you don't have a good memory. Maybe you are dictating a class and you don't know anything about that class. Maybe your students can tell the director that you are not a good teacher. And finally, the director, who is your boss, can fire you from work, and that's bad for you. Now, let me tell you about the possible salaries that an American teacher have. The salaries that an American teacher have is curious the $40,000, and this can rise if you have more years working in that school. And if you are working in a public school, the salary is more than the salary than a private school. And now, and the things that I think that you need to do to be a good teacher is to stay positive all the time, because you are a role model to your students. Maybe you will be stressed because you are working with kids and teenagers, but you can overcome that. Just stay positive and relax. And now the second and last career that you need to have a good memory is if you want to be a judge. For this, you need to study the law career, and in this career you need to have a really good memory because all the career is based in lectures about the law and the human rights. In this career, you will totally feel inundated with information that your teacher gives you in any class. And if you want to be a judge, you need to be very carefully about any case because you are the person who has the power to do the honest and good things. And the salary that a judge, an American judge, have is $263,000. Finally, the things that I think that you need to do to be a good judge is to do the honest thing, always say the truth, because if you are dishonest and you don't follow the law, you could go to the jail, and this can be ruin your career, and you just try to be carefully all the time. And that's all. That's the 2 careers that you need to have a good memory. Bye.
Teacher, and today I'm going to talk about tips for a good memory. Okay, I can start to tell you can sleep, for example, 6 hours or 8 hours every day. This can help you that you can recall a lot of things. For example, you can concentrate. I don't know, when you have a problem, or when the teacher give you a homework. Sorry. Well, actually, you can be concentrate. You can be creative because you sleep a lot, and this is mean that you are very concentrated in a lot of things. You can read a lot. For example, I have a book that This is called Don Quixote de la Mancha. Okay, this can help me a lot because I see a lot of new words or new expressions. For example, people who read a lot have a good memory. This can help you a lot, obviously. You can think on your feet very well. Okay, and finally, you can if you have read a lot, you can be concentrate too a lot. And finally, if you have a Netflix, for example, you can look at a lot of movies or documents. Well, movies was created, I don't know, in 19th or 20s, for example. And when you obviously Netflix have subtitles, and if when you have when you watch a movie with subtitles, you can see a lot of new words. For example, this can maybe help. It can maybe help you in a moment that you have problems and you don't know what you do. This is my prayer teacher. Thank you.